All right, so I've got myself a big chip in the window. So you can see it in the middle there. We got a chip, pretty good one. So what we do is I've got the Rain-X windshield repair kit. You take your 4 suction cups and you center it over the brake. So you could, I don't know if you could see it in there. We're gonna take this, we are going to screw this in and then put it down just until it touches. See if we get the angle. So we're gonna make sure that this is flat against the glass. Then we're gonna take 3 to 6 drops and put it right in here with the Rain-X crack filler stuff. All right, so I'm gonna take this and put 4 to 6 drops right in here. And then it says if it leaks, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got that in there. It says if it leaks out the bottom, just tighten it up a little bit. All right, I see no leaks, and so now I'm gonna take the little inserter here and push it down, and this is where it might leak, so we'll keep an eye on it. And we're going to tighten it down. And it should be forcing this stuff right into the hole. That said, we could always use heat to have it suck in there a little bit. So we're just gonna go nice and slow and see how it's filling it in. So it did leak out just slightly at the bottom, so we're just gonna tighten it up a little bit. I'll keep an eye on it, and then we're gonna let this run for 4 to 6 minutes. So I have only had it for about a minute or so, but I can definitely see improvement already. I mean, this stuff's crazy. So I will definitely put a before and after picture, but from what I see is this stuff is really good. I've used it once before, but this should be a pretty good dramatic change. So so far so good. All right, so my 6-minute timer went off, so I'm going to loosen the plunger, let the air out, and then we're going to reinsert in a second. Make sure I've got nice pressure. I'm going to let the, it's more hard with one hand. Let the air out. And I'm going to reinsert. And I'm actually going to move it over just a hair so I get right over the hole and try again. Because it's really doing a good job, but I just want to get it right over the hole. I noticed I just wasn't over that hole perfect. So we're going to, well, let's see. Yeah, we still have some stuff. All right, we'll just try it the way it is. We're going to make sure it's nice and tight against the thing, and then reinsert. All right, so I was able to reposition this right over the center. There were 2 spots right here in the last video, if you see, like the last clip, and you'll see them that it's disappearing. What I'm doing is I'm just slightly, this is probably against all the directions, but I'm just slightly milking it a little bit. It's probably cracking it more, but it looks way better. And I'm just kind of like putting a little bit of pressure on it, and just kind of, like I said, just milking it over there, trying to get it to get that one spot. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I am unscrewing it, and in the center, the air is coming out. So there is air bubbles in there. So by me unscrewing this top plunger, I'm able to let the air out. I'm going to let it breathe. I'm going to pull it all the way out, just so if there is any air. Okay, so I have the plunger completely out. of the hole. And now I'm going to replace it, and we'll see if there's any visible movement of any more of that resin that's going to go in there. Now, this is my second application, so same day, I mean, within minutes. So I scraped it, put the little bracket thing on there, filled it, plunged it, and then let it breathe, pulled it out, put it back in, and then I moved it just slightly so I could see if I could get a better angle, and it did fill different things. So you could see, all right, so it is leaking out there, but that's okay. That's what the razor blade's for. We can clean it. All right, so now I'm going to take this completely off. So I've done my 2 applications, and I know that we're going to take this off. I'm going to put a couple drops of the stuff on there, and then I'm going to put a piece of plastic over there. So we're going to just release the pressure. It should run down the window. No problem. All right, so the pressure's released. I'm going to take my suction cups, use the little pulls, and it should come right off. This one's probably glued on, huh? All right, so visibly, it doesn't look terrible, right? Not too bad. So I'm going to take that. Let me get all my stuff ready. All right, so with one hand, it was almost impossible. So you drip a few drops of your resin right onto the hole, and then you put one of these plastic strips that come with the kit, and we're going to just put it over there for the amount of time in the directions, peel it off, and then you just take your razor blade and you clean it. So I'm going to have a little bit of cleaning here, so no problem. And then it should be pretty good. So we'll show you the after picture. All right, so we let this set for about 15 minutes, and it looks like it's kind of set up. Let's see, I'm gonna just touch it. That's not wet. All right, that's good. All right, so we got that set for 15 minutes, and it doesn't look terrible. So then we're gonna just take this razor blade and clean it off. This has to go back and forth like this. So that's what we'll do. I got this big chunk off already. And oh, that's a terrible sound, huh? All right, so I've got it all done, and you could definitely see a circle right there. Let's see if we can get it to right there. So that's it. That's all that's left. Let's see what it looks like inside. All right, so I'm gonna put my hand on the outside to see if I can get kind of a, so it's still visible, but can't get it to focus. Not too bad. I mean, there's no more like bullseye effect, which is nice, and heck, it looks a lot better than it did. So definitely recommend it.